The Art of Charlie Chan Hock Chye is written and drawn by Sonny Liew. It was published in 2015, which is the year of SG50. And in many ways, this book really represents the work of that year in terms of its themes and in terms of what it manages to cover historically as ground. The story itself is really about Charlie Chan Hock Chye, who from a very young age wanted to be a comic artist. For most parts of the book, it really traced his life up to the time when he's old and forgotten, but yet nonetheless had the ride of his life, drawing about all the significant events in Singapore's history. And so the second level of this story really is about Singapore's history, from the 50s up to the present. You have these two histories intertwining throughout the story. The Art of Charlie Chan Hock Chye was published in 2015. I consider it a classic because I can imagine it being read decades from now, and its importance as a graphic novel, it is easily the first Singaporean graphic novel to gain international repute. And secondly, it made Singaporeans pay attention to graphic novels. One of the fun things about the book is that when unfamiliar readers picked up this book, they thought that Charlie Chan Hock Chye was a real person. It took a while before they realized that he's actually a fictional character created by Sonny Liew. And that's the whole fun of it. There's a whole tradition in comics doing that, using the art form to play tricks on its readers. With comics, you can pretend factuality by having fake photographs, fake portraits and all. And this is what Charlie Chan Hock Chye as a book did. It uses all these things to recreate a sense of authenticity, recreate a sense of history, as if that you were there, as if such a character actually did exist in our Singaporean history. And so it makes Singaporean history very fun to enjoy when you're reading this book, because you are enjoying it with a fake character you didn't even know was fake. I like a few things about the art of Charlie Chan Hock Chye. One is the way it portrayed through a different lens than the one we're familiar with in school, the history of Singapore since independence. It traced in this case from the 50s all the way to the present, the political struggles of the country and what it has to face. Secondly, I like this graphic novel as a comic lover. It is hard not to see with every other page who Sonny Liew is paying tribute to. He's taking all sorts of comics creators' styles and themes, and then he just weave it into his story. There's a reason for this. He's actually addressing the sense that in Singapore we don't actually have a continuous comic tradition. And so in his absence, he create a fake comic creator who himself represents the missing comics tradition in Singapore. And so that was very fun about it, to steal all these styles to show that in a sense a Singaporean comics reader is someone who reads manga as well as American superhero comics and British war comics. You bring all this and then say that all this actually existed when it didn't in our own creative culture. Join me at How to Fall in Love with Classics, where I will discuss this book, The Art of Charlie Chan Hock Chye.